So this is just a little bit of an add-on to our highest common factor bit because we forgot to do the practice questions. So at this point, if you'd like to pause the video, and then I'll go through the questions afterwards. So here we have the highest common factor, the following, of 3 and 6. So we can write out all of our factors of 3, all of our factors of 6, and then pick out our highest common factor. So our highest common factor here is simply going to be 3. Our highest common factor of 8 and 18 is going to be 2. We have our next one for question 3. Our highest common factor of 12 and 16 would be 4. Next, our highest common factor of 25 and 32. Well, this one, all the factors of 25 are 1 times 25 and just 5 times 5. So we have to ask ourselves, can 25 go into 32? No. Can 5 go into 32? No. Well, 1 can, so our highest common factor is technically 1, or I would almost say no highest common factor in this case. So our highest common factor of 8 and 12 is going to be 4 here. On question 6, our highest common factor of 6 and 18, well, that is 6 itself, because anytime you can multiply one of the numbers by something to find the other, then we know that that has to be its highest common factor. So that's kind of always a good place if you want to start out and check something. So the highest common factor, and I put in some negative numbers here just to kind of see where you'd go with this. Again, we'll just take the positives. So the highest common factor of 12 and 6 is simply 6. Highest common factor of 4 and negative 4 and negative 2 is still going to be just 2. We'll use the fact of taking out a negative when we get to our next part. The highest common factor of 6 and 9 is simply 3. And lastly, our highest common factor of 2 and 2a is just 2, right? Because our highest common factors, we think of them as just our numbers. When we talk about factoring out variables in our next video, that is where, or sorry, 2 videos from now, that is where we'll start to talk about factoring out variables by themselves.